Hey there guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So as you know, OpenAI has been pretty clear about this. This year is going to be all about agents. And starting with that trend, OpenAI has just released their first agentic feature, and that is Chatgpt Tasks. It is also called scheduled tasks in Chatgpt. So what is all about? Let's have a look at it. So if you go to the top right corner where you select all the models, you can see a new model GPT-4o with scheduled tasks. So this is currently a beta feature and it's slowly rolling out to all the ChatGPT Plus Pro users and enterprise users. And as it says, you can see ask ChatGPT to follow up later. So it is not very groundbreaking feature, but what it does is it can run scheduled prompts for you whenever you want. For example, maybe you wake up in the morning and you just send ChatGPT a request that latest updates in AI. So it can be kind of tedious, to wake up every day and go and type on the web interface and send this to the model. Instead, what you can do is head over to ChatGPT task and just mention that latest updates in AI every day at 7 a.m. So when you do this, as you can see, a task is being created and got it. I'll provide the latest updates every morning at 7. So every morning at 7, this prompt will be run. Latest updates in AI. So once these tasks are generated, there are two ways that you get notification. So if you just head over to settings and go over to notifications, you can see tasks is mentioned, and the two ways that you can get notifications is mentioned. That is push notifications when you're using your Mac, your phone or any other device, or through email notification. So let's head over to my email to see how that notification works. So here you can see you get this task update email followed by the request that you had. So there have been a lot many requests that I've done. So talking about this AI update, let's actually live test it. So 7 a.m. will take a long time. So what we'll do is we'll mention a closer time. So let's edit this. Let's just mention. So now it's 11:34 a.m. Let's send this message. Send me an update 5 minutes from now. So let's see. So now you can see another update has been recorded today at 11:39 a.m. You can also look at the three dots over here. If you click them on the web interface, you have these options. You can edit the task, pause it, or view all the tasks. Let's edit them. So once you head over to this edit page, you can see you can give a name to the task, the instructions, which is basically the prompt that will be run at that specific time. Have daily, weekly, monthly, annual, and custom. And here you can see the time is mentioned as 7 a.m. As you can see, it is scheduled daily. So every day daily, you will be getting this message. So as you can see, I've said to send me an update in 5 minutes. So this one is not meant to be repeated. And if you go over to the edit section, here you can see it says it doesn't repeat. Since it's a one-time schedule, you also see the date when it should run. One more thing that you see is the pause button. You can pause the tasks instead of deleting them. And below that you see view all tasks. So here you can see there are many tasks that I've did. Some are completed and some are ongoing. Here you can see the latest updates is a daily notification, so you see it mentioned daily at 7 a.m. I've also ran another schedule called track tennis match. So what is that? We'll be talking about that later. And this is the current one. Send update today at 11:39 a.m. Okay, so it's 11:39 a.m. now. Let's see if we have got a message. So here you can see at 11:38 we have got a message mentioning task update. So if you click it, you can see check the latest update now, view message. So if you click view message, you will be directed to that particular chat where you were, talking about the latest updates in AI. Currently it shows blank. I don't know why. So if we go on to edit, we can see that the instructions are tell me to check the latest update. So it doesn't include AI and anything like that. So let's try again. Okay, so I've mentioned this. Tell me about latest in AI 1 minute from now. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so it says sure, I'll tell you in 1 minute. And it has set an scheduled task for 11:43 a.m. and currently it's 7:42. I do wonder why I see this delayed highlighted over here, because according to what I can see, we have got that specific message right on time. Okay, so it's 11:43 a.m. now. Let's see if you have got an update or not. So there is no update. We don't see any latest updates yet. So here in the chat it shows, but let me actually check the email if you have got an update. Okay, so we do see an update. It's at 11:43. So this is how it shows. Task update, big changes in AI. If you click it, you can see the title is big changes in AI search. If you click this, you will be directed to that particular chat, but currently it's not working. It says blank. So I don't know what this particular issue is, because it should actually redirect and it was working before. OpenAI surely needs to fix this. But if we go on to the particular chat where we were having this conversation, you can see we have got this update. tell about the latest in AI. And here we get the whole information. And according to our instructions, if you click this link, here you can see this is not a repeating prompt and it's completed. So if you just go on to tasks, here you can see it will be, mentioned in the completed part, whereas the ones which are scheduled will be available at the top. So let's actually test something new on ChatGPT tasks. So OpenAI and many others who have used it have claimed that we can have very customized intervals for these prompts to run. So let's actually test one. So here is the prompt. You have to send me quotes 4 times. The first is 1 minute from now, and every subsequent update takes twice as more than the previous update. So first one will come in 1 minute, the next one in 2 minutes, and the next one will take twice as long, that is 4 minutes, and the final one will take 8 minutes. This is kind of a custom interval. So let's see if ChatGPT Tasks is able to run this properly. So it says that sounds good. I'll start sending the first quote in a minute, and then each following quote arrive after twice as long as the previous one. But I don't see any task being created. Let's actually look at the task dashboard. So here we don't see any tasks that have been added. So let's do one thing. Let's try this again. So okay, now it's creating the task. Okay, so it says that it will remind me at 12:24 p.m. and currently it's 11:57. So it's approximately 28 minutes from now. But never in our prompt did we mention this timing or this calculation. So custom requests like these will not work, but maybe a simpler one may actually function. For example, I actually scheduled ChatGPT to send me a hi in every half an hour, and here you can see all these task updates have been sent at 30 minutes interval. So a simpler task like that can be created, or every day at 7 a.m. every month, or at this particular festival or this particular event, you can have tasks like that. So I have already mentioned you one demerit of ChatGPT task, that it can't do a very complex situations like this, like send me code 4 times. It didn't do that. It just created one single code and scheduled to send it at 12:24 p.m., which is like 28 minutes. So that was one thing. One more thing that ChatGPT task can't do is live updates of any matches or any event. For example, I actually wanted to test this out, that how does it perform when in tracking the current matches, or seeing live updates, because that will be very nice. So I've sent what are the matches that are currently going on in the world, and I found out that Jack Draper and Carlos were having a tennis match at 10 a.m. So, and I just asked it to schedule a prompt. I said track when they actually start playing and send me info in my email. Also track their score and send me their score whenever there is a point increase on either side, or any other info. Act as my match tracker, send this to my email. So it created a schedule to inform me about the match. So if we head over to the emails, you can actually see that. So according to ChatGPT, the match should start in 10 a.m. So it just directly created a reminder for 10 a.m. It's not what I exactly asked. I asked track when they actually start playing. But instead, as previously it knew that 10 a.m. was the time when the match had to be started, so it just created a reminder with that specific time. And here in the emails, you can see around 9:59, I get this first message: Ripper and Alcaraz match starting soon. If I head over to the message, so currently it shows blank. I don't know what's the issue, but yeah, if you head over to the chat, here you can see this is the first information that I got: track tennis match. If you look at the nature of the scheduled task, it says that it doesn't repeat daily, weekly, monthly, or annually anything, but it did send me updates in every 1 hour. So here are all the updates that I've got. If I head over to the email, here you can see this is the latest update that we have got, and it's unread live update from Draper Alcaraz. So most probably this is the one. I did ask it to send me the latest score whenever there is a point increase. So whenever one of the player actually scores a point, send me a message then. But instead what it's doing is it's sending me a message in every 1 hour. And also if you look at the messages, it just mentions that there is going to be a match between the two, and I can track the updates on flash score and other platforms, but it's not actually mentioning the score. So tracking live updates, that's not going to work with this. But yeah, basic scheduling like in every 1 hour, in every 30 minutes, that will surely work. So what are the actual use cases of ChatGPT tasks? According to me, I think one of the use cases was the one that we just tested out, that is AI updates at a particular interval. AI updates every day at 7 a.m. it can just act as an AI newsletter. Other than that, you can set custom instructions so that it acts like an teacher or an instructor, where you have a session every day. You attend the session, you learn with ChatGPT, and again it sets an personalized time for you next day. So ChatGPT Tasks is the first time when the AI actually messages you first, sends you notifications. I think that it's a first and a very small step towards agentic workflow that OpenAI has been talking about, and the first of the many updates that we'll be seeing this year. So what do you think about ChatGPT Tasks? How are you going to use this in your daily life? Do tell me about this down in the comment sections, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.